upon the release of 1.59, every idiot on TruckersMP will be here. That's right, when the new update releases, it's going to change the C to D road forever. It will no longer be the road that we know and love. But does that just open the door for a new road? So here's a quick overview of that route. You'd start off at Innsbruck, or Klagenfurt, in this case Innsbruck. You'd make your way across the highway, onto the main Alps route of course, and then finishing off on some highway, and then into Klagenfurt. This route's already had consistent activity, but now more than ever it's starting to get a bit more activity. I think people are actually starting to migrate over. The one thing that could stop this from actually being the new route is the pacing. It's quite slow. There's two parts that actually make this route quite slow. Well, first of all, you're going uphill, and then of course it's the twists and the bends and the sharp little hairpin turns and all that good stuff and the fear of tipping over. But it's not just about going uphill, it's about the fact that people will be going uphill with heavy loads, so they'll be crawling, literally crawling. Once you get to this ticket pole, you're pretty much at the core part of the route. This is where all the twists and bends start to come in. This is where that pacing starts to show. And this is where the impatience might start to creep in for a lot of players, including myself. We all have that pain of being stuck in a traffic jam on the C to D route at the train crossing. For many parts of this route, it's literally just hairpin after hairpin. And as you can see just by looking at the map, at all them little blue dots, it's already starting to get quite populated. Okay, pretty much making it to the top now. As you can see just at the top there is actually places to park. People are already parked up. It already looks quite busy. I can't imagine what this is going to be like when pretty much half the server is in this one location. But once you do get to the top, well, the only way is back down. So as you do begin to make your way down, you do get to enjoy some nice views again. And on this section of the road here, we found ourselves being able to pick up a lot of pace very quickly, so you've got to be very careful because the next corner does come up quite quickly. As you can see, we still got opportunists. I'm usually one of those opportunists. On this occasion he's made it. Fine, perfect, good lad, nice job. So you can already tell that even when going downhill, it's still probably going to be quite slow paced because people are just taking it easy. They're taking it steady, they're not rushing, they're not driving fast. Again, this is only just going to cause impatience from other drivers, or this is simply going to be the one drawback that pretty much kills its chances. I mean, I get that not everybody's going to want to drive, at a reasonably fast pace. It is supposed to be a simulated experience. However, TruckersMP does not offer that at all. And anybody that believes that TruckersMP is a simulated experience is somewhat delusional. A simulated experience to me would be single player or convoy. And pretty much right here you come to this roundabout, and at this point you've got the choice. You can either just loop around and come back the other way to repeat the route if that's what you want to do, or you can drive on and make your way a little further down the road, find a rest stop, that kind of thing, or push onto the highway until you make your way to Klagenfurt. Already got people trying to overtake here. Kind of pointless because it does start to pick up its pace a little bit. And then you finally reach this ticket toll, which pretty much, I guess you could say, marks the end of the route. So at that point, congratulations, you survived the Alps run whilst it's less populated. I mean, head into this brewery and treat yourself to a nice beverage if you wish. Use this guy as an example to remember who's actually got right of way in this situation. Definitely not him. As stated, plenty of places to park up and just chill. Here's one of them. These guys are all going to go do a bit of dogging. Have fun with that, guys. I'm not judging. You do you. Outstanding. Good job you. Hope your truck is okay, lad. And finally you end up on the highway. This highway will take you right to Klagenfurt, which is the other end of this route essentially, or what I believe it will be. As you can see, you've got a massive truck stop right there as well. I'm sure that'll be absolutely packed. A bit more lovely scenery before you finish off. Little bit of water there. Oh yeah, look guys, I got a new wheel. It's the Moser trucking wheel. I got it with the stalks and everything. Pretty cool. I kind of like it. And finally you make it to Klagenfurt. At this point, that is genuinely the end of the route. You'll just park up, do whatever you please, drop off a job, slide into your girl's DMs. So what do you think? Too slow paced? Just paced quite right? Ultimately, I think it has a long way to go. If it's going to be what the C to D route used to be back in the day, it has a lot to prove if it's going to beat that route. And I'm not talking about the C to D route that we have now, I'm talking about the one that we used to have about 6 years ago. I bet by the time you guys see this video, he's still going to be mowing that patch of grass, and it will still be the same length. But seriously guys, what do you think? Will it be the new route? Or will there be an alternative route? Bear in mind a lot of the good routes might actually require DLC. So perhaps this is it. This is the route. Let me know your thoughts. Cheers.